Subscribe. This is the daily update for November 29, 2021. Oromo rebels kill two Amhara farmers in Horo Guduru, Western Walaga. The rebels are also robbing the harvest of Amhara farmers. The Amhara locals say that the Oromo rebels are planning to starve them. In northern Shoa, Hidabu Abade County, Oromo rebels kill 54 Amhara civilians. They are burning houses and ethnic cleansing Amharas. The Oromo region and federal government has remained quiet. In northern Gondar, near Sudan border, in Jebel Sekour area, Tigray Samri gang kill an Amhara farmer. The Sudan military has been helping the gang since last year, and they continue to attack Ethiopian military. Some analysts say this is to change their domestic politics. In northern Shoa, in Malale area, TPLF rebels are handing out machetes. Locals fear that the rebels are preparing to commit massacre as they have in other areas. In western Wello, in Jama and Dagolo, Tigray rebels continue robbing the towns. Locals say Tigray rebels have literally robbed the towns clean, and that nothing is left. In western Wello, in Lugoma, Tertera area, Tigray rebels have massacred civilians. The number of those massacred is unknown for now. Lastly, in southern Ethiopia, in Walaita zone, the federal government has arrested several people including the former Walaita president and deputy. The reason of their arrests has not been given. Also, their whereabouts is unknown. Thank you for watching and please subscribe. This is the war report for November 30, 2021. In northern Wello, Amhara, and ENDF forces control Gushana, Jama, and Dagolo towns. In Gushana, ENDF captured several TPLF heavy weapons. Tigray rebels retreat from Gashina to Hamyusid and Kabero Mida towns. In addition, ENDF is advancing towards Taja, Dabo Kitame, Giranya Amba, and Gilicit. In western Wello, as they flee, TPLF rebels break a bridge between Dagolo and Wurilu. In Jama, local Amhara agents that worked with TPLF have been detained. These local leaders were having Amhara youth killed by leading TPLF to homes of people they said were suspects. In northern Shoa, TPLF is still in control of Malale and Joa. In Sela Dingai, TPLF rebels killed their leader after they were defeated. In many of the fronts, the rebels are getting frustrated. Also in northern Shoa, in Joa, near Abdi Ili Gora, TPLF rebels have set up satellite communication. Local witnesses say they have set up a big dish in the area. In Mel Maida, Amhara militias say that they have seen white mercenaries with Tigray rebels. In a far front, TPLF attacked near Adelina and Dalaela areas, but ENDF thwarted them swiftly. Lastly, in western Wello, Akasta, as Amhara forces advance, TPLF rebels are dispersing and trying to blend in with the local people, and some local Amharas are hiding Tigray rebels in their homes. This is the war report for December 1, 2021. In southern Wello, Desi, TPLF rebels are urging city residents to appeal to the government so that they can have free passage to Mekelle. In Tita, TPLF is using the town as a camp for injured Tigray rebels. In northern Shoa, Debersina, Tigray rebels suffer heavy losses and several rebels have been captured. The city of Debersina is under the control of Amhara and ENDF forces. TPLF has moved its rebels from Shoa Rabat to Joa, and it is regrouping. The town of Zamiro is under the control of Amhara and ENDF forces. In Malale and Mehelmede, TPLF rebels are regrouping for another attack. In Malale, several rebels were killed as they were fleeing. In Menz, Arb Gibu and Wejid areas rebels were killed as they treated with looted items. In western Wello, Amhara, and ENDF forces control Wurilu. In northern Gondar, Telamt, ENDF starts its offensive and has taken control of Taragudur area. Tigray rebels are camped at Buksasa and Bastima towns near Werbabu. In Taja, several rebels were killed and they have retreated to Gidan, where they are regrouping. In Telamt near Aways, Amhara militia and Fano on the offensive against TPLF rebels. Lastly, in Daunt, TPLF rebels are dispersing as they are surrounded. Thank you for watching and please subscribe. This is the war report for December 2, 2021. In northern Shoa, Amorawera area, Amhara forces kill thousands of Tigray rebels. In Mizizo, Amhara forces kill several rebels in districts of Awaju, Kolo Maragifya, and Antat. Amhara forces block Tigray rebels from passing via Raya and Kobo and there is intense fighting. The rebels retreat and regroup in Adaye, Senbade, Karakare, and Joa. In Karakare, Tigray rebels are building trenches. Amhara forces and ENDF control Malale town. In western Wello, Ginet, Terter, Kabe, and Wurilu, Amhara, and ENDF forces capture thousands of rebels. In Akasta, scores of rebels surrender. Tigray rebels are retreating to Mersa and Woldia direction. TPLF rebels are camped near Bate area. In northern Wello, in Khan, China, Hamasit, Widgetit, Neha, and Tayahanis area, there is sporadic gunfire. Tigray rebels have camped inside Buya Mikhail Church and have set up artillery. Near Gidan, 24 rebels kill each other after a disagreement. Lastly, Amhara militias kill 67 Tigray rebels in Telant. Thank you for watching and please subscribe. In northern Wello, after 3 days of fighting, Tigray rebels control Zabul, Raya. In northern Shoa, Amhara, and ENDF forces control Melmedet, Adiye, Senbade, and Karakare, effectively removing TPLF from all areas of northern Shoa. However, there are pockets of sporadic fighting outside of Adiye and Senbade areas. In western Wello, Fano, and Amhara regional forces control Ginet, Ilaga, and Akasta. Fano forces captured 20 Tigray rebels in Ginet. There is sporadic gunfire on the outskirts of Akasta. In northern Wello, Khan and most places in Daunt are under the control of Amhara and ENDF forces, but there is sporadic fighting. Amhara and ENDF forces advance to Istaish and Ahun Tigin. There's a large Tigray force are camped between Sakota and Koram. In Wag Hamra, Fano, and Amhara regional force recaptured Chilla and Kuzba. Amhara and ENDF forces controlled Chifa Rabat and Habru. Lastly, in Gojam, Aman County, Oromo rebels attacked several districts. Thank you for watching and please subscribe. This is the war report for December 4, 2021. In northern Wello, Raya Zabul, Amhara forces inflict heavy losses on Tigray rebels. Amhara and ENDF forces control Istaish and advance towards Woldia. Hundreds of Tigray rebels surrender on Istaish front. Amhara regional forces are advancing from Lasta towards Raya. ENDF and Afar forces are advancing towards Raya via Chifra. Also in southern Wello, Amhara and ENDF forces control Kemisay and Albuco. In southern Wello, Amhara forces and ENDF advance beyond Kalu towards Kombolcha. Amhara Fano and regional forces control Tenta. 700 Tigray rebels surrender to ENDF near Kemisay area. There is a small Tigray rebel force camped near Ansokayana Jemza. Lastly, Gum's rebel leader, Heater Muhammad Ali, was captured in Menge County, Benishangul region. This is the war report for December 6, 2021. In northern Wello, Gushana, thousands of Tigray rebels were killed, and because of the sheer numbers of dead bodies, there are still bodies on the streets. Amhara and ENDF forces control Wegaltena and Kombolcha towns. In Tigray region, Mekelle, the ENDF Air Force has taken several strikes on TPLF positions. In southern Wello, Amhara regional forces and Fano defeat Tigray rebels in Meskaram mountain near Akasta, killing 206 Tigray rebels. Local TPLF collaborators have been captured in cities and towns of Daunt, Warilu, Melmeda, Adiye, Karakare, and Bati. Amhara regional government has beaten and arrested Fano members in Bahir Dar city. Fano members say the Amhara region government doesn't want Fano to train because it deems them as a threat. In northern Wello, there is intense fighting in Raya Zabul. In Delanta, Tigray rebels are camped in Chagama, Shogabur, Gudiafaf, Takurana, Gurbet, and Chiwa Tekar areas. In Kobo, Tigray rebels are camped at the town's stadium. Amhara forces are in need of reinforcements in Raya and Kobo. Thank you for watching and